Welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival Alpha 11.5, and here we are. We're up on the top of my capital vessel looking out over one of the moons in the system that we are currently exploring. I came up here for a specific reason which I'll talk about in a little while. Now I need to do a couple of things before we get into what we're going to be doing in this video. First one is a bit of an update on the 21st of January 2020. If you're watching this in the future, there was a small update, and it must be 2775, and it wasn't a massive update. I mean, it was mainly bug fixes and fixes to ships. Now, one of the interesting things I did find out is that the MX-5E is actually part of the stock ships. If I come into here, I think this is small vessels. If we come down to here, you will see that the Merc MX-5E is actually now part of the stock list of ships that you can get. I mean, this one looks white. I think they are very similar. Yeah, it could be just a picture deflection. And there's been a couple of small fixes to that. I would assume that those fixes only take effect when you spawn a new ship. There's also been a fix to the capital vessel, and I think it's the Forge Sky Fortress. I think it fixed a bug in that as well. The other thing I will show you is, if you see here, this is the rack system. Apologies, I can't remember who actually did this. This is something I've been looking at. This is a capital vessel. If you start with the Wrack Hive, it's a capital vessel that then has 4 other capital vessels associated with it that have specific roles to play. Well, it's a really big ship, but it's an interesting concept that I've been looking into. And I suppose while I'm here, I better talk about the other thing that I've been doing, and that is, if you come down to the space base, if you watch the previous video, I left off, if we go to the factory, and I didn't have enough silicon. I was way short on the silicon. So what I did off camera after the end of the previous video is I went out and went right across the planet and gathered a pile of silicon. And I've actually now managed to complete this. Now, I'm not going to kick off the production. You can see that it's 2 hours 42 minutes. What I want to do is sit on these resources just for the moment, because I'm still in a little bit in two minds about whether to deploy this space station, especially in the current system. And I've got a feeling I just want to explore a bit, push out the horizons a little bit, just to see if there's another better location to deploy this space station. And the reason I haven't kicked off the manufacture is, and at the moment, I just don't want to limit my options. I want to keep as many options open as possible. And that feeds into the theme of the video. But again, before that, why am I actually up on this moon? Well, after spending about an hour hunting for silicon, I then decided that I needed to gather some pentaxid. So I came up onto this moon and spent a wonderful couple of hours wandering across the surface, collecting pentaxid. And you can see that's the reason why I've got the motorbike in the middle of my hot bar, because probably the best way to gather pentaxid up here without kind of completely frying your brain is to go out with a small vessel, land in an area, and then ride round with the motorbike and pick up as much in that area as possible. Also saves quite a lot of fuel. And just to give you a bit of an update of the current situation, I'll show you the pentaxid tank. We've got 100, 200, 300, 400. We've got about 500 pentaxid here, and if I go to the ship stores, I've got some, there it is. I actually created a specific container. I've now got nearly another 225 there, which is for shielding purposes. And what I've also done is topped up all the pentaxid on here, so this ship's currently got the maximum amount of pentaxid stored in it. Now, talking about shielding, I'm going to talk quickly about a comment that was left by E3L3R, and he said that he currently also uses the Wayfarer. But what he's actually done is, if I come down to the base area here, I need to go this way. If you go into here, you can see there's a space for the shield, which was put in by Jeff Randall. And what he said is that if you put the shield in, the actual CPU, if I come in here, will go over, but you will still get 85% efficiency. You can see I'm slightly over already, and I'm at 97% efficiency. I think that's a pretty cool idea, actually. Now, I'm going to put a slight variant on that. In fact, one thing I'm going to need to do is actually unlock the shielding. Where is it? It's got to be in here. Oh, the other thing in the update was they talked about that the tier 3, tier 4 CPU extenders can be upgraded and downgraded. I'm not exactly too sure what they actually meant about that. I haven't really looked into it. Large generator, there it is. So we need to come. Wow, I haven't unlocked any of this. Cockpit CV, gravity generator, and we got a tier 1. I mean, I could go straight to a tier 2, but I can imagine what the CPU on that is. Yeah, I mean, that's nearly twice the CPU. I mean, I suppose I could unlock this. I've got so many experience points. I can just unlock, get that done. I've now unlocked the polarized hull shield. And if we come into here, and I go to constructor in, and we go to the advanced constructor, what I should be able to do is make one. There it is there. Yeah, I've got the resources for it. And that's definitely for the capital vessel. So what I'm going to do is actually make a shield generator, but I'm not going to install it just at the moment. What I'm going to do is keep it in hand is probably the best way to describe it. Should I land on a system that is really dangerous, because this is one of the things about Project Eden, you can go quite happily sailing through different systems, but then you can suddenly arrive in one that's got a very powerful CV which will then attack you. So I know it's probably a bit late to try and put in a shield generator in that situation, but so what I want is to have that shield generator available should I need it in a hostile situation. Anyway, I think that's enough of an introduction. I've rambled on quite a long time. And what are we going to be doing in this video? Well, I've been thinking a little bit about the way forward, and this is one of the reasons why I collected all the pentaxid, because this area up here looks very interesting, but it's going to take 200 pentaxid to get there. And what I want to do before we leave this system, we got a couple of planets I want to check out. You got this planet up here, which is Empyrion system. I'm not sure if we've been there yet. We've also got Ednats here, which is, if I show you here, is a snow planet. There's also a dead planet around here. I was looking at it. I'm still not convinced. This is the dead planet Empyrion. And we've been to Rukmesh, and we've also got Ender, which is an odd temperate starter, so that's going to be quite a low level planet. The two that interest me is Empyrion, which is the dead planet, and Ednats, which is the snow one. The reason I want to go to these two is the fact that I want to see if they've got any links to somewhere else, because all the rest we know. Getting a bit low on food, so I better go in here. Food. See, I've got a bit carried away making food. Actually, the other thing I also need is some grain plants. I keep meaning to do that. I think you've got 186. Yeah, 128. We'll just go with that. Yeah, we're just going to jump in. Power the thrusters up. It should be relatively easy to get off this moon. And actually we're taking off pretty quickly actually. Okay, let's go to the snow planet. This has got iron, copper, silicon, cobalt, promethium. There's difficulty medium, planet size 4. The advantage of going to here, wow, they've got 3 moons as well, is that if we go here, we may be able to get some ice golems. So we're going to go to Ednats. So we need to build up speed, and away we go. What else have we got in the system? Looks like we got a couple of bases tucked up in here as well. That could be useful. I mean, it'd be great to find a trading station again. Looks like we got 3 quite interesting moons as well. That one down there looks like it's could be a lava moon. So we'll probably check out the moons as well. What we're going to do is drift towards the planet here. It shouldn't take us that long to get there. But on the inertia drive, I'm just going to stop. I want to look at the moon. What have we got here? Got research center, POI habitat, and a robotics factory. Interesting. Turn the thrusters off. The ship should stay in fixed orbit. Actually, what I will do is mark you. Okay, that waypoint. Question is, which ship are we going to use? I think we'll use this one. And just want to make sure what we got in the way of silver shade. We got some oxygen, we got some fuel. We need a little bit of food. We'll take that. I made some steaks because I got so much meat. And we'll take a can of beans with us. Always, when I see this, it always reminds me of Heinz baked beans. If any of you live in the UK, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you don't live in the UK, it's just that they have these very distinctive tins with this blue labelling on it. Anyway, and we'll take some. I don't think we need. We'll take some energy drinks just in case. I think med-wise, and we got some emergency rations as well. I think that should be enough. I should just check the ammunition as well. It says we only got 8 of 130mm missiles, but they are fully loaded. Maybe I'll take some extras with me. Ammo. I think I'll pinch them from. Yeah, I don't want to make any more just at the moment. Yeah, we'll put just in case we get into a little bit of trouble. I'm just gonna. Not that I'm going to be looking for serious trouble. What I'm going to be. Yeah, I think I'm okay oxygen wise. Oops. Need to put power on. I keep forgetting I powered these ships off completely now just to save a bit of fuel. Although the fuel situation is looking a bit better because when I was exploring the moon I did pick up a couple of small Promethean deposits, and I think it was a magnesium, and I took one cobalt as well. I suppose probably the best way to explain this is that I know a lot of people talk about zirconium and erestium as the rare elements. From my perspective, the two elements that you grab every time you see them, one is pentaxid, especially now that you've got shields, and of course the top one is always promethium. If you see promethium, try and grab it, because promethium's the one fuel that, especially if you're running around with big capital vessels, that you can go through incredibly quickly. And if I'm completely honest, if there's one change I'd love to see to come in the future, is the ability to put solar panels on capital vessels, because it makes sense. Because I mean, if you've got a ship operating out in space, the ability for it to generate its own power from solar panels is really good. Oh great, so we're straight in on 0x territory. Can we risk a flyby? I think we probably could. We do a. Yeah, there's something there. It looks like it's a Hailstone Defences. Hey, bail out. Right, where's the position of the sun? I think we're going to go southwest at the moment, and we're just flying down. We're still in 0x territory, so we're going to have to be a bit careful. And what I'm going to do now is just fly across and see what we can find. Right, I've just found a medium promethium deposit and a silicon deposit. I would guess that the promethium deposit is probably guarded. But I would like to grab it if I could. We'll just inch towards it. I mean, a medium promethium deposit is just too good to pass up. So we're just going to It's not even defended. Wow. Yeah, this is too good an opportunity to pass up. What we're going to do is just fly in here. And I'm just going to get here. I mean, I may have to go back to my ship after picking this up, but here, actually, just hook straight to the container controller. Put the player on that side. And I'm just going to do a double tap. We're just going to dive straight down for this Promethean deposit, and I'll be right back once I've actually picked it up. Welcome back. I've basically picked up about 900 odd Prometheum, which is really good. The ship's getting very close to full weight, but I think we'll still be able to take off and do a bit of exploration. It just means we're going to have to be a little bit careful. What I've actually done is I've started turning the Prometheum into Prometheum pellets. I'm not sure whether that's actually going to help, but I think at the moment everything, well, what we could do is probably trash out all this stone. That should give me a bit more working volume. I don't really need stone. Another ice storm defense system. Thank you, game. We're just going to fly around them. What I wouldn't mind finding is some ice golems. I'm just going to... So we've explored through here. There's some silicon there. I'm not really interested. What have we got here? We've got iron, we've got copper, we've got silicon, cobalt, we've got a big pile of sathium. 7 more lots of Prometheum. I certainly wouldn't mind picking up all the Prometheum. If we fly low, we might actually be able to spot some ice golems. I mean, we're still in Xerax territory, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful. And off we go again. We're just back in Xerax territory again, just to show you on the map. I'm going to be very interested to see what's down here. So we're going to fly this way. See if there's any really interesting POIs or anything that we can take down. It says the problem is at the moment I'm hanging around the center line, which is causing those flashes in the video. I found a safe deposit medium. Don't really want to pick that up just at the moment. Not exactly. Right, it says there's a couple of drones over the Sathium deposit. See if we can rough them up a bit. If we can find them. There's a base over there as well. I should be able to see the drones there, and there they are. That's the first one. Just level off. Fly back. Drop down. I mean, I wouldn't mind looting out the drones. Just F6 off. If we can spot. There's the other one. This looks like it might be a rocket drone or something. Actually, a plasma drone. That gave us a fairly nasty knock. We'll just check the ship. I'm just going to get in here. Not sure where the other one went, but I'm just going to. Wow, a couple of power cells, and we'll just give the ship once over. Looks like they actually aimed at the cockpit. This is one of the reasons why it's quite important. See, looks like we lost a block on this side as well. I don't remember. Oh, so it actually overshot into this area. Yeah, so we've lost a block on this side. I mean, that's a container extension. I mean, we probably lost a container extension, actually. Is it? Yeah, we lost a front container extension. That's annoying. I think what we're going to do is replace that. The bike away. I think we're going to replace that container extension at the moment with a... Let's just drop you in there. That should make things a little bit stronger. Whoops. Let's just have a quick check. Yeah, well, we've still got plenty. Oh, the other one's down here. Well, we'll pick him up. 3D renders. We'll take that. I mean, you can effectively farm drones. I don't know why I'm flying with the lights on. You can effectively farm drones or power cells, but right, we found another silicon deposit. Thank you, game. What the? Got a feeling that was a patrol, because I'm not seeing anything in the way of bases here. It looks like there's a patrol there. It looks like there's quite a few patrols here. Maybe it's not such a good idea. Yeah, there's a patrol there. One of the hazards of being in 0x territory. Wow, there's patrols all over the ground here. What if they converged on me? Well, I think maybe it's time to go. I'm just going to head north. I mean, they probably hit me a few times. I think that's a job for the other SV. If we're going to get into these very hostile. So there's the level 7. That's going to be interesting. So we're just going to fly north. Still looking for golems, although I'm a bit too high at the moment. I mean, we're outside of 0x territory, so we can afford to drop down a bit and just see if we can find a couple of ice golems. Right, we found a Havoc rescue module. Probably won't be much in there if there's anything at all, actually, to be honest. What's that over there? That's the crash. Looks like very much like there's a heavy drone or something over there. I think we might need to use. You thought you were going to take me out. Well, this could be interesting. I didn't see you. Try and pull a fast one on me. Grab you. And we'll take that. We certainly want the big one. I'm not sure why I've got that block on there, but not connected to the network. Okay, why am I not connected to the network? Well, we'll definitely take that. That is certainly worth shooting down. And again, we're just gonna give the old ship the once over. Yeah, we've taken a little bit of damage underneath from that ground fire. So I think having these grills to get over the thrusters is really worth it. 34, 40. We'll just, yeah, we took a little bit of damage on there, which means we've probably got some damage on these. Anything else? Yeah. Cockpit as usual is taking some damage. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Obviously this part of the ship is prime aiming territory. A little bit of damage on the wing. What's that over there? Oh, there's a rising moon. Now this has got potential. And no. Double tap just in case. Wow. Oh. Whole cluster of thrusters here. And looks like there's even some more buried down underneath here. Let me just have a quick look. Oh, we'll definitely be coming back to here. What's that? That's... There we go. One regular thruster. Why is that one? Well, that looks a lot bigger. That is certainly going to be worth checking out. Oops, out of. Yeah, we will definitely be coming back here and digging this out a bit. Certainly want those thrusters. At the very least, just to put them into the what we call it, the workshop. Yep, we will be back for those. So where is that? We got the Havoc Rescue module. I doubt very much that there'd be anything of value in that. Of course, it's now getting a bit dark. Yeah, I doubt if there's... I mean, we can take a quick look out of curiosity. For any of you who've not actually encountered the Havoc module, this is one of the simple base starter kits that we could... I mean, we could claim the base temporarily. Make it private. And is there any oxygen? There's no oxygen or anything in it anyway, so we'll just here. Oops. Generally, you can't get anything out of the lockers here. You can just snag out some basic stuff here. Oops. This, I mean, it doesn't really have anything that I'm really that interested in. Oh, what's any? There's still grow plots. We retrieve those, yeah. I definitely want the still grow plots. Oops, inventory full. Can hear the spiders. Ammo controller. I can go in there. And if I stand here too long, I'll probably get attacked. Shotgun. There. Hello, boys. Fake me. Level are you? This is a level 8 spider, but he went down pretty quickly. I'm just going to jump back in the ship. Of course, it's got a bit dark, but never mind. It says there's still something to the north, and I think we'll just go north and see what we can find. Actually, how am I doing for fuel? Fuel getting a little bit low. I think we can drop 10 of those in. Just put that. Oops. Container controller. put the light on. One of the advantages of being on an ice planet is that the ground does show up a little bit clearer. What's that on the ground that's there? Well, we got some plants here, but I don't think that's worth worrying about. It looks like it just dropped down out of curiosity. This could be pentaxid, though it could also be promethium. I was curious to see which ones. I was pretty sure it's promethium. See how much we're going to get from this. I mean, collecting these promethium rocks is even more tedious than picking up pentaxid. And I mean, 15 promethium, I suppose it's okay. It's better than a very, I mean, it's roughly what you'd get for a very small mine. I say that's even more tedious than pentaxid. At least with pentaxid, you walk up to it, you click once, and you're on your way. I found a cobalt deposit. Very good chance that will be defended as well. No defenses, maybe because the planet's so big that they only defend so much. But it'd be really great to find a trading station or something. Oh, look at that. A Polaris cold climate farm with a couple of drones around it. Okay, and they're big drones as well. Let's just get in, and I wouldn't mind visiting this. That's one down. Oh no, he's not down. I've just got his attention. He's done. Just knock off the... Where's the other one? Where are you hiding? If I come round here, I'll have the white background. There he is up there. Yeah, I know, you're firing at me. The reason I want to go into this farm is that they may actually have a trader in here who will do me a deal with some grain farms, grain plants, not farms. What am I about? I'm just gonna get in here. This should give me, yeah, well, I'll take that. Just have a quick check. Wow. I shouldn't have been quite so relaxed about the wow, he certainly took the cockpit down a bit, but okay. Then he lost a Gatling gun. I mean, the two spikes out the front here are sacrificial anyway. Right, let's just... yeah, pick these up, whoops. And then we're just going to need to find the way in. Yeah. Wow, yeah, with this heavy fuel. Right, we need an entrance. Let's say the entrance is that it there? Yeah, it looks like we got an entrance here. We'll just get in. Nice and close. Turn the thrusters off, turn the lights off. Hopefully no one's going to notice us. Right, I want a trader. Right, what have you got here? You're exactly what I'm looking for. No, you're not exactly what I'm looking for. I want a plant trader. What have we got here? Enter medical environment. Nope. I don't know why I'm walking around with that. Let's see what we got over here. I mean, before they changed the rules over ownership, you could go in here and just steal all the plants or a lot of the food, but of course you can't do that now. Armored single door. This is the bathroom. Yeah, don't want to upset the Xerax. A lot more trading to do with them. What we got here? Another. It's the lounge. Right, these are. Oh, come on. Got to be a trader in here somewhere. See, once you just come in and grab all this and walk away with a great big pile of food. But you can't do that anymore, unfortunately. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to have a hunt round. Right, I think I've finally found what I'm looking for. It's here, cold climate hydroponics, galactic food. What I want is a grain plant or wheat plant. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. And I want about 4 of these. I don't think we need anything else. We don't need any grow plots. I just wanted the grain plants so that I can make some of the bread related foods. It's the one that I had missing. Okay, that's about it. I don't think there's anything else around here. I think that's about it. I just need to find a way out of this place now. There's no door there. Hoping to find a door out this side, but how about you? No. Right. Change the shotgun just in case there's any creepy crawlies around. There's some. We should be able to collect those without upsetting the Polaris. We might as well pick up the herbal leaves while we're here. No golems though, which is annoying. I'm just going to jump into the ship. Thrusters on. And I'm definitely going to have to manage some fuel. Item not accepted. Wow. Okay. Let's just put you in the ammo container, you in the ordinary container, put you in the fridge so I know where you are. Fuel, silver shade. Okay, I'm just going to drop whole watch in there. What I'm going to do now is we're going to fly east for a little while. It's just to see if we can find an ice golem. Because I would definitely like to show you an ice golem. So we're just going to fly very slowly east until I find an ice golem. Here we are. I've finally found one. Turn the light on. They often work in groups as well, so if you find one, you might find another one. Let's go to first person. I'm just going to fly here. One tip, don't get caught on foot when dealing with these because they can be a little bit hectic. Not exactly what I was looking for. We got a bit of pentaxid. Quite often you can get rare elements like estrum from these as well, but I'll take that. And sometimes they actually operate in groups, so it's worth looking around to see if there's any more in the area. But it looks like this one was a solitary golem all out on his own. But just have a look, a little bit of a look round. Because we got the creatures here. These are harmless. What they do tend to do is if you land near them, they run up to you. So if we say we land, especially the young ones, so if we land here and go out. Hello. Maybe these aren't quite so friendly. Anyway, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we will carry on exploring this planet, because I certainly want to come back for the Crash DSC. It looks, there we are, see, look, they're all coming round here. So if you're looking for an easy kill, just stand here, wait let them get close, and then kill them. Although sometimes they're a little bit too... always feel guilty about killing those. Anyway, until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.